Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Chris from ChrisGlides, and today I'm going to be removing the license plate bracket off the back, the OEM license plate bracket, and changing it out for the CustomDynamics license plate mount with a CustomDynamics license plate bracket that has a light, and it's pretty cool. So stand by. All right, so step one, obviously you want to remove your license plate from the OEM plate frame that is on the 23 and 24 Harley-Davidson Road Glide, CVO and Street Glide. Okay, so step two, from the underside, you want to pop this case off, and here's the wiring, and you want to go ahead and remove or release this wire tab. I'm going to need two hands possibly, well maybe not. So you're gonna press down right there and pull. So now that's disconnected. That's step two. For step three, I'm using a T25 and there's two screws right there. I'm gonna unscrew those. So once the screws are removed, you're gonna go ahead and you can go ahead and pull this away from the fender, and this is where the connector was. And now you have to set this in a safe place. If you're gonna use it again, have you some kind of cleaning supplies ready, available, and go ahead and clean your rear fender. That's how it looks with everything off. So once you have your rear fender clean, you're gonna go ahead and take your rubber mounts and place them on the rear side like this. And the next thing I need to do, since I'm installing this license plate, is I need to go ahead and set this here. I'm gonna have to run my wire through that hole there so I can put, run it through here as well. So I'm gonna push that through. All right, so for this next step, there's a few different things that is going on. So you have these rubber gaskets that go on here. They don't really stay, so there's no adhesive tape or anything sticky to keep them in place. So it's kind of going to be like a balancing act. So you put the gaskets on, and then I took the frame here and I loosely put it on. And the reason why I did that is because you're going to feed the wire that's on the frame through that hole so it can go to there. So all in one motion, I'm going to first attempt to plug this in right here. And then once I have it plugged in, I'm gonna flip it around and make sure the gasket stays and line the two holes up. And I'm gonna use the original screws that I did to remove the original bracket and put it in place. Let's see how I do. All right guys, so after several failed attempts to keep these rubber gaskets on when trying to mount it right there, I cheated and used a little bit of tape. So I'm gonna go ahead and fish that wire through and then get this cover back on. All right, so that tape holding on those rubber gaskets made it super easy to do this at the first attempt. So I am gonna go ahead and now put those screws back on so I can continue on with this project. All right, so once you have one screw in, it's a little bit easier to do things. The license plate frame is not actually on there yet. It's just kind of sitting on there, held on there for right now. And it's loosely on, but you can't get the wire through there if you don't have it loosely on at first. So all I gotta do is really just put the plate in and put the license plate screws in using these fastener pieces for the back. But first, I'm gonna have to make a little minor cut in my license plate right where the top is right there, and make a little notch right there because there is a wire right there that is in the way of it going on flush. So in order to make that cut, I'm going to be using these, and hopefully not messing anything up. So it's just the top corner piece of it where I need to make just a little adjustment, because this is just aluminum like a can. So see that? And now the wire will go right there without any interruption. Bam. It's ugly, but you can't see it. It's be behind the frame. All right, so what I did was I just installed like one screw for now so that I don't have to hold anything. So the screws look like this, and they include an Allen key, and the back piece looks like this. It just slides right back here, and then get that one screw in place, and then you can go hands-free. I'm doing it with one hand on the phone. So I'm gonna put the phone down and go ahead and install the other screws. Probably a good idea to use some Loctite as well. All right, so as I mentioned before, I'm adding Loctite, and I'm on my last screw and just putting that in. And the remaining things that I have to do is just plug in the light inside the back, plugging the wire inside the back into the other part. And that should be pretty easy because they gave us, the wire that they gave us was pretty long. So I'm just gonna have to get on my back again, get under the bike. I don't have it jacked up, but it'll work either way. But already you can see it's a more cleaner look. This is the old one that was sticking out like so. And the new one doesn't stick out at all. And it looks really good. It's by CustomDynamics. This is the CVO radius license plate frame mount, and the part number is right there. CustomDynamics CD CVO mount B, or part number 2030 1959, made in China. All right, so I located the wire. I pushed it in until it clicked. And now I still have this case cover. I'm gonna put the wires in that cover, click it in place. And the way it connects is there's a piece up top that this connects into, and friction just makes it snap back in place. So I need to put the phone down. All right, guys, I did it. That's in place. It basically slides up into a slot and then presses that direction to clip in. And just like that. All right, and just like that, we're done. And you have light coming from underneath, shining on your license plate, and it is a nice, neat look. I'm satisfied with it. Kind of similar to that one. That one's from Avan Black. It came with the actual fender. And so there we go. It's pretty neat. The other part that you need right here is gonna be the part number for the license plate frame. And so that's 2030, 2348. And vendor part number LFP for license plate frame, RAD 23 CVO-B. And you have to specify whether you want black or chrome. And so these were the prices for the parts with the item numbers. And as you can see, it came out to $130.81. All right, I just want to thank you guys for watching another episode of ChrisGlides for the install for the CustomDynamics license plate mount and the CustomDynamic license plate frame. And stay tuned for more episodes of how-to videos as well as fun and adventures. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned because who knows where we're going to go next.